Hey, if you don't know me already, I'm Annalie Santana. Like you, I've gotten the privilege to take AP Language. To ensure that I've earned your trust, I'm going to show you my first semester grade. Yes, this is still considered passing, but I know that with my mistakes, you'll learn to do a lot better. This brings me to share a few strategies and study skills. Right off the bat, purchase the books and read them. Seriously, just doing that will help you so much. This is the only book I purchased, and I didn't even read it, and that only impacted me negatively. Anyway, seeing from what my friends did, highlight and annotate anything you find important. It will help a lot and especially helped me when I borrowed their books. Also take note, the questions are way too specific for summaries. She gets way too creative. Another thing that may be helpful as much as it was for me is practice outside of the classroom. If you're anywhere like me, reading fast doesn't exist in your lifestyle, but that skill in reading through articles and annotating for rhetoric and context as fast as possible will overall benefit in your exam as a whole. Looking through college board prompts, timing yourself while reading, and understanding the rhetorical triangle are all ways to do so. As for studying, I suggest keeping teamwork makes the dream work in mind. This can help in many ways, whether it's you need to borrow a friend's book because you forgot to read it, or you need someone to proofread your essay so that you get the best score possible. Whatever it is, working together can be so important, so it's good to have some reliable people to help you out. Oh, those people could also have a really good shoulder to cry on after class, because it definitely happens. Let's move on to some assignments that you may want to look out for. Your summer assignments. This is going to save you from walking into class clueless and pronouncing rhetoric like rhetoric for the first 2 weeks. In all seriousness, the books she will have you read are going to lay out some important terms. Trust me, you will be tested on those terms, so read and understand the vocabulary as best as possible. Because that is how I started our class off failing, but we shouldn't talk about that. Next are essay prompts for all 3 types: rhetoric, synthesis, and argument. These practice prompts are going to help you and be your foundations for exam preparation. From timed writes to outlines, it's all good practice and worth a lot of points. You will notice a majority of these prompts are from College Board, which will really give you an understanding of the expectations for your exam in the spring. For rhetoric in specific, if you get prompts on women's rights or civil rights movements, appreciate it because other prompts will get more and more confusing. The last assignment I'm going to mention are the IAP analysis assignments due at the end of each semester. Here you are given a book to read from a choice of your own from Mrs. Carter's list. Quick note, write that title of your book down on a post-it, then in your iPad, then in your phone, and lastly, ask a friend to write it in their phone so that nothing goes wrong once it actually comes time to do the project. This is something you shouldn't put off until last minute because then you're stuck the night before reading summaries on your book and trying to put an analysis together until the sun comes up the next morning. All jokes and trauma aside, the projects give some additional rhetoric and context annotation and citation practice, which once again will help with your exam. The last piece of advice I want to leave you with is go into that classroom like you know what you're doing and be ready to learn. This boost in confidence and spirit will motivate you to get back up and try again, no matter the grade. I was able to turn that 76 first semester to an 85 this semester, which makes me proud every time I look at it. So good luck, new APLang students, and I know that you got this.